assignment slip that we just gave to you. So it is pretty much exactly like what we put on your blue papers on your tables, except there's like a prove it part that's underneath of it, okay? So if you rated yourself a 0, it says I cannot do these problems right now and I need help. So then underneath of that, there are a couple of questions. Did you watch the 4.4 video and take notes, which hopefully you've done that by now? Okay, and then if you do need help, what are some specific questions that you could ask? Because what we don't want you doing is raising your hand and just saying, I don't get it. Okay, that's not asking us a specific question to help you with this specific assignment. Okay, so we want to get away from the questions like, I don't get it, or I don't know what to do. Okay, because those aren't even questions. All right, so now look at rating yourself as a 1. I can convert percents to decimals. So if you can do that, you have to prove it to us by converting those 3 percents into their decimal form. Okay, easy enough. Number 2, I can set up an equation or a proportion to find the percent of a number. So if you were to solve this problem, what type of equation or proportion would you set up? You only have to do one or the other, whichever method you are more comfortable with. A 3. I can solve the equation or proportion and use the solution to accurately answer the question. So there are 2 questions based on the problem in step 2. Okay, can you answer the questions accurately? And then number 4, I can understand this concept and I can explain it to another person if they needed help. So then you would just write just a couple things down there that you would maybe tell someone sitting next to you that maybe didn't understand how to do it. Okay? So then at the bottom, you have a checkbox next to 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Check the level that you think you are at, and then tell me why. So for example, these are the things that I can do. So if you rate yourself at a 3, okay, what are some things that you know how to do that you could put in that box that is specific to this learning objective? If you rate yourself a 3, raise your hand if you can tell me. If you rate yourself a 3, what are some things that you for sure should know how to do?
Find discount.
You can find a discount, but how do you find a discount?
You can solve the equation or the proportion.
Good, you can set up an equation or a proportion. So those would be examples of things that you could put under things that I can do. Okay? Then, if you rate yourself a lower number, what are some things that you might need to do to improve? Okay? So take about 10 minutes to fill this out, and then when you finish this, then you can go back to your practice assignment and continue working on that if you need to, and we'll collect these from you as you leave. Questions? Okay, so fill these out first, please.